Yo, look at his titties, dog. Jesus Christ. Alright, let's get touching. This game is bad on purpose. This game was made for the worst visual novel ever, Game Jam. I'm sorry for anyone who plays this. This game does not contain mentions of death. Does contain mentions of death and decapitation. Please be cautious. Enter your name or just a dumb name to make playing this funnier. Bartmeister. Your life sucks. Thanks. It's been a rough week for you. You lost your job, your partner left you, some of your friends and family think you're a loser and don't want to hang out anymore. It's probably your fault. Or just life being shitty. But, well, it's happened. Are we really starting off with me in this awful position? This probably hits way too close to home for a bunch of people playing this. Unfortunate. Anyways, right now you feel like some washed up protagonist in some show or game where everything went wrong for them. Well, if I'm going to be one of those protagonists with relationship issues, maybe I can look for more relationships. Because what better way to fix a broken relationship than to throw myself into new ones? There's this weird host club that opened recently, and I do want to check it out. I'm going to distract myself with looking at the girls. Or guys. There. Maybe get a relationship with one so I can forget my failed relationships. Or just touch them somehow. And so you go straight to the weird host club. I like how there was like watermarks in the background of that last one. Huh. For some reason this place seems empty. Hello? As you walk through the front door, you trip on something and fall forward onto your face. You hear laughter and felt so embarrassed that you wished that you could sink through the floor. And suddenly you do. Well, this is different. Hey, where is this anyways? How did I get here? You no-clipped through the floor. Looks like the club above was a front for another club in another world. You're in the back rooms. There's a host club in the back rooms? Some people have specific things they like. Monster lovers are people who get turned on by scary things. I don't judge, I'm just the narrator. Anyways, there seems to be actual people at the tables now. They're weird and shadowy and look like the artist didn't have time to fully draw them or something. Works for me, I guess. So where's the girls? Well then, how interesting. A new guest has fallen head first into my trap. Ah, my apologies. Allow me to correct my blunder. Welcome to the Backrooms Host Club.
My name is Zacharias Mimazine. You must be...
Bartmeister.
Insert player name here.
Insert player name here. That's me.
I will say this beforehand. I am very much what some people would call a yandere.
I like how the dev is laughing at his own lines.
If I enjoy your company enough, it is very unlikely that I will allow you to leave. Anyway, allow me to be your host for today. Your baby girl. Or whatever you kids call big, handsome, slightly murdery men nowadays.
I don't think anybody calls slightly murdery men baby girl.
Using that term of internet origin would probably date the game to the mid-2020s. But oh well, that's lazy writing for you.
You know, I was expecting a cute bunny
How
girl.
rude. This is not Bunny Garden, not any such game where you're allowed to gaze upon the chesticular region of an anime girl.
The chesticular region.
This is a respectable establishment. You should instead gaze upon the testicular region of a yandere man.
Oh gosh.
Is my chest not interesting enough to hold your attention?
They do kind of look like girl boobs, I'm not gonna lie.
My chesticular region not to your fancy. People have told me it is rather on the gargantuan side.
Yes, it is. They do be kinda hot though. I'm going with that. They do be kinda hot though.
Your reaction is very delightful. I am happy that I am able to satisfy you. So I take it this is what you enjoy.
He gestures towards his body, from the top of his chest to his
You
hips.
seem very stressed from the moment you stepped into the club. Perhaps I can assist you in soothing your mind and soul.
How are you gonna do that?
Well, perhaps you would enjoy touching me.
He didn't say insert player name here this
My
time.
chest, specifically.
He wants me to touch his chest.
Apparently, quite a lot of people have the desire to hold my chest, or at the very least, admire them. I receive quite a number of comments on them.
Chad, do we touch his boobs? Well, they're kind of on the big side.
Indeed, I do believe my artist draws them bigger each time she draws me. We've noticed we have an unfortunate side effect of the kind of art she looks up online, as well as a certain big-chested yandere ghost clown.
Big-chested yandere ghost. I don't know what that reference is.
But I digress. Come, we can sit by the side, and you may do as you please with me.
You move to one side of the club. The background looks like you're in a completely different location. Yeah, it totally does. Both of you settle down on a comfortable large couch with many heart-shaped pillows. Zechariah looks at you expectantly. Oh, I didn't even have a choice. I just fucking yeeted my hands onto them big-ass knockers. Alrighty. He's blushing. He still continues to sit still, back straight, humming very softly as you hold his chest.
How does it feel? Do you feel the stress leaving your body?
No, no, I don't. I guess. It does feel nice, warm and solid, but also a little soft. World hard and cold. Kitty's soft and warm. Or something. What just flashed? I saw the face, but I couldn't read any of it.
Feel free to touch more if you would like.
Oh, he made a noise. I can't interact with anything else. I guess I just gotta keep touching his boobies. So, are you getting bored of this?
No, not yet.
He gives you an odd grin, shifting himself so he leans into you more. He's clearly enjoying the attention. You feel a little weirded out, but you can't stop touching him. You're kind of stuck to him. It's become a little addictive. Chad, do we keep going or do we stop? What do we do? Keep going. Of course you'd say that, Perk. Of course you'd say that. All the way.
Oh my god, it's so juicy!
Alright. Give in. Go, go, go. Grab the boobies. Grab the boobies. No. Is that you telling me to stop? Alright. It's probably best to stop now.
Have you finished?
Milk
Very
nut.
well, you may rest. I would imagine your hands are growing weary. But I must say the sensation was extremely pleasant.
He leans back, still grinning, looking very
There
satisfied.
are quite a few games that are just this. I understand why people find pleasure in playing such odd games now.
Well, generally those games have become more substance than just this.
Are you sure?
Maybe not. All of them. But usually they have more of a plot to them.
Are my two plots not enough?
Aye.
Well, if you desire more to this, perhaps we could chat. It would drag out the time. You can touch me a little more.
God. What are
I'm
you?
not certain if this is wise to reveal it at this moment. There'll be more stories of me and my exploits in the future. Revealing too much would be a terrible idea.
The angered titty daddy. That's true.
Well, I suppose I can reveal this. I came from an egg.
What? Huh. Well then.
Indeed. I was birthed from an egg several centuries ago. I enjoy the ocean, although I never had much access to it, especially not knowing while being trapped in it. I enjoy creating works of art and singing.
I'm still stuck on the egg thing, honestly. You mean your mom laid an egg and pooped you out?
I encourage you not to think too much on the logistics of it, please, for the love of God.
Okay. Why are you here?
You could propose a similar question of what any of us are doing here in the first place. For example, why are you still sitting and playing this game? I asked the same question. But if you truly desire the answer,
He's on to me.
I have been trapped in the back rooms.
In the back rooms. Oh, I'm sorry. Have you been here for a long time?
Indeed.
For how long, and why did you get trapped here?
Let us avoid revealing too much information in a game that is not canon to the other games.
Other games? Fair. How long can I stay?
Well, it is rather lonely existence in the back rooms. The other yandere hosts and guests do not stay, or are not good company. The yanderes are only obsessed with their love interest and care for nothing else. Good conversational partners, they are not.
Yeah, I'd imagine that gets annoying. But you are a yandere, aren't you the exact same as them? He grins at you.
Perhaps so. I realise that I have yet to fully demonstrate what sort of yandere I am. I have decided that I quite enjoy your company. Especially with how you need more chest.
Need my don't say I needed it. It's not dough.
In other words, to answer your question, you will be staying for a very long time. A very long time.
Chat, do we stay and keep kneading his chest? It would only be for your pleasure. I have been fulfilled. Hell no, let me out.
I see.
He sits for a while, staring at you. He suddenly grins.
Very well.
He stands up, gesturing to the door you entered through.
You are allowed to leave.
Well, that was easy. I guess I'll be going now. I'm not sure if I'll ever be back. I never knew it was this easy to leave the back rooms. Animations always made it look impossible. Feeling creeped out by his lack of response, you stand up and head quickly to the door. Your hands feel a little cramped from how much you kneaded his chest. Oh. It really was way too easy. You hear humming. You see Zachariah standing in the pool looking directly at you.
Enter the pool with me.
His voice sounds strange, very deep, very intimidating, and very tempting. Without realizing what you were doing, you began stepping towards him, drawing closer and closer to the pool. The darkened water looked horrifying, but you couldn't stop. You flail. You try to stop your legs from stepping forward. You attempt to walk backwards, but nothing worked. Then a splash, and you find your entire body underwater. You can't even struggle to resurface or gasp for air. Whatever hold Zachariah has on you is preventing that.
I will not leave me.
God, the way he just said that reminded me of the Goofy version of the Wake me up inside. Save me.
Save me!
That was the last thing you hear before you feel your consciousness fade, as you joined him in the back rooms for eternity. Bad ending number 2. Unfortunately, whatever species Zachariah is has a reputation of luring people to water and drowning them. But hey, free pool. Okay, we're gonna hit skip. No, it sucks. I wanted cute girls. Honestly, his chest looks like shit. He doesn't look very happy. Obviously, this is gonna be a bad ending.
If you are not interested in the chest of a large man, I do not know why you are here.
For big titties, but on women.
You are not my muse, or anyone I would be interested in. Perhaps a different game would be more suitable for you. Here, allow me to make it easier for you to leave.
You see a brief flash of something dark emerging from under his clothing and feel a gust of wind. What the fuck? Then you feel something cold and hard swiping past your neck. No, why is it coming out of his pants? And then the next moment, your blood splatters out of your neck and your head is on the other side of the room. Maybe you should have played another game after all. Alright. Don't say that his tits are mid or you die. It looks fine, I guess.
Suppose that is a satisfactory answer. So I take it this is what you enjoy.
He gestures towards his body from the top of his chest to his
You
hips.
seem very stressed from the moment you stepped into the club. Perhaps I...
Okay. So he's gonna ask us in a second if we want to touch his boobies. Whatever, we gotta grab his titty. That's terrifying, but sure, I'll stay. Honestly, considering how much my life sucks, being stuck in the back rooms with a potentially dangerous yandere isn't as bad.
Despite all the potential red flags.
I mean, I haven't really shown any red flags just yet.
I have already stated that I will not allow you to leave. I suppose that does not scare you. Are you too desensitized by the amount of yandere or dangerous lover games you have played? You really need to be more cautious. Would you enjoy some demonstrations of red flags I possess?
I think the first red flag was those giant titties, I'm not gonna lie. Do I have a choice?
Touch.
His voice is different, deep, and intimidating. There's also something very wrong with the tone of his voice. That goes in your head and makes your head feel hazy. Before you realize what's happening, you find your hands lifting up on their own and are reaching for him. Your hands rest on his chest again. Wait! You attempt to pull your hands away, but find that you can't. They just begin kneading his chest on their own. You feel your cheeks growing red despite yourself. What? How? You try to pull back your hands, but they don't even feel like they're connected to you anymore. Your arms, hands, and fingers seem to have minds of their own. You feel your brain growing fuzzy and floaty. Despite your terror, you find yourself enjoying touching them.
Release.
Find your arms dropping back down to your sides. You back away from him. How?
I possess powers you cannot fathom.
Fartmeister.
Also, revealing what they are would be a spoiler for future games.
A weird big titty daddy yandere that makes you touch his boobies is gonna be in a future game. Gotcha.
Will you enjoy more demonstration? You will not believe it anytime soon, so at least allow me to have more fun with you.
But why?
I did allow you to touch my chest for free.
For free.
Currency is of no use in the back room, at any rate, so I require payments in other ways.
Other ways? Like butt stuff? That sounded fair. No, it doesn't.
Means very much so fair, my dear muse. But I will give you a choice on what actions I can influence you to take. Ponder carefully and choose.
Make me pour seasoning sauce on myself. Make me unbutton your costume. Make me bury my face in your chest for as long as possible. Make me pour seasonings.
Fascinating choice. Please proceed.
He walks over to another table, picks up a bottle, and heads back towards you. He holds out the bottle. You find yourself reaching up to take the bottle from him.
Please proceed.
You couldn't stop yourself. You unscrewed the bottle and lifted it over your head. The next moment, the savory smelling sauce leaks down all over your face and drops down your body. You begin to feel sick.
I believe I forgot to warn you this, but I do consume humans for sustenance.
Oh. What?
Perhaps this was not a good idea to suggest to him. You smell exceedingly pleasant right now.
Okay, he eats people. The next moment, you hear a low snarl, and all you see is a jaw full of teeth approaching you too quickly for you to react. Making yourself look like look delicious in front of someone with massive fangs is a really bad idea. Unless you're into that sort of thing. No, not really. Alright, so, I mean, if we season ourselves, it's just because he wants to eat us. Good to know. I guess we just go in order. Let me unbutton your costume.
And rather kinky. Come closer.
Odd. You find yourself moving closer to Zachariah, your body moving on its own accord. You try to pull yourself back, but you find that you can't. Your hands raise up to the buttons on his bunny outfit. You feel like you're not part of your body anymore. You begin to undo one of the buttons near his chest. You notice how crimson Zachariah's cheeks are. He seems to be really enjoying this. You find that you can't help enjoying it too. Unfortunately, the enjoyment is short-lived as his outfit has been stretched so far by his chest that the button was practically pressurized, ready to pop once the pressure was released. The moment you undo the button, it flies right off Zachariah's clothing and strikes you squarely in the face. You feel blood trickling down your face as you pass out. Bartmeister? You awaken to find yourself laying on a couch, still in the host club. The other guests and yanderes are standing close by, talking to each other while gazing at you. Zachariah is leaning over you, looking very concerned.
Thank goodness you're alright. I did not realise how dangerous the buttons on my clothing were. The button penetrated your skull, but thankfully did not harm your brain, so it's likely you will recover. But you shall have to stay here to rest for a while. We have comfortable rooms where we can house you, and I shall take very good care of you during your recovery. So you will remain here with me after all.
So his boobies were so bouncing that they popped the button straight into my fucking skull. Gave me a severe concussion, and now I'm stuck with him. Great. You really didn't know how to respond. You're just glad you were alive. You sigh, closing your eyes again and hoping to fall asleep. Bad end 4? This isn't too bad. At least you survived. Just with a very minor case of serious head injury. At least Zachariah is a decent caretaker. This brings us to the good end? Okay. If this isn't a bad end, I'm gonna die. Like, in a video game in real life.
Excellent choice. Now lean in.
You couldn't really help yourself. You lean forward directly into his body. You try to pull back at first in terror, but find that you couldn't really resist the curiosity. After all, touching him felt really nice. You couldn't see anything now. You can only make muffled noises. There's a floral scent hanging around him. You can feel his arms around you, pushing you close. This wasn't too bad. Felt like you were being pushed into a weirdly warm pillow. You slowly begin to doze off. Not out of sleepiness, but due to the lack of oxygen. You realized way too late that you couldn't stop yourself from passing out. Bartmeister? Ah! Oh, bro, look at them titties. God damn. You wake up to find yourself laying on Zachariah's lap, facing up. Nice view.
My apologies. I did not realize you were asphyxiating against my chest.
There was.
I am very relieved that you are alright. You quite nearly expired.
That was worth it.
Oh. Well, that is rather sweet of you to say. You may rest on my lap for as long as you wish, until you feel better.
Well, the view here is very nice. I don't mind staying for a bit
How
longer.
lovely. You have made me very happy, my muse.
Best ending. That did bring me to the good ending. Fuck. Well, despite everything, this is probably the best ending you can get. Both of you are happy. You get a good view of Zachariah's assets. Though you might have slight brain damage from being suffocated. But it's not that bad. Hopefully. Yep, that's it. We drowned in water, and then drowned in titties, and then drowned in our own blood, and then drowned in titties again. And then got concussed from a button, and then drowned in titties. Man titties. Oddly, large, oddly voluptuous man titties that really shouldn't be that big, but they are. Motorboat ending, best ending.